So as Anton gives us some lovely instrumental music, I'm going to lead you, if you're willing, into this Tonglen practice. So we begin by taking a comfortable position, as the Buddhists would say, with a straight back, with a lifted chin, with our eyes perhaps lifted upward to the divine. And let's just take a couple deep cleansing breaths together, breathing in deeply, holding it for a second at the top, and then just breathing out slowly and completely. And another deep breath in, and releasing it. And now I'm going to invite us to imagine that we're breathing in through our whole body. We're breathing in through the pores in our skin, through our whole body. And as we breathe in, we're breathing in to the heart, to that cave of the heart. And as we breathe in, we feel the expansion of our heart. We connect with the spaciousness of that heart. For we know even science has showed us that the vibration of our hearts extend way beyond our physical bodies. Now let's just spend a minute, all of us, imagining we're breathing in through every pore in our body, into that heart space, expanding it with every breath, and breathing back out to the world. Breathing in and breathing out. As we do this, notice that we tend to let go of how we defend our hearts, how we tend to protect our hearts, to stay separate from anything that can hurt us. We breathe in, opening our hearts to our own feelings and pain, and to the pain of those around the globe right now. We open to it. Now I'm going to invite us to spend a few breaths. Think of whatever feeling, painful feeling, is most present for you these days. Perhaps it's fear. Perhaps it's anger. Perhaps it's just frustration. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in that feeling. Breathe it into the heart space. Knowing that as we breathe it into that cave of the heart, it is being transmuted, is being transformed. And as we breathe out, I invite you to imagine that you're breathing out what it is you most need in place of that feeling. Breathing out peace, or perhaps breathing out love. If the feeling is loneliness, perhaps you're breathing out unity, connection, oneness, goodness. Let's just take a couple more breaths, breathing in the painful feeling, allowing it to be transformed in the heart, and breathing out what it is we want, what we need. And now taking that one step further, knowing that we're not the only one experiencing fear, for example. Imagine now that we're breathing in the pain, the fear of our collective humanity. We might even see that energy and feel the texture of that energy as something dark. Perhaps we can just imagine that it's black smoke. And so we breathe it in, into that heart space. allow it to be transformed, and we breathe out love to everyone across the world experiencing fear or pain or aloneness. Knowing that truly we can be healed and we can be a healing presence for everyone on the planet. Next, I invite you to imagine or to think of someone, perhaps someone you know, perhaps someone who's ill with this virus or someone who's worried about their livelihood. And again, envision their pain, the texture of it, the darkness of it. Imagine it as black smoke or green smoke, whatever image comes to your mind, and allow yourself to breathe in the pain of that other person into the heart, that spacious, transformative, healing space where we are one with the divine presence. And imagine that you're breathing out to that person exactly what they need: wholeness, love, peace, opportunity. And now as we breathe in, imagine we're breathing in the pain of everyone around the globe affected by this virus, whether it's directly being ill, whether it's those on the front lines experiencing the pain of seeing people suffer without their loved ones near, or whether it's families missing their loved ones, worried about their loved ones, breathing in that black smoke, that pain, that grief, breathing it in fully into the cave of our heart where God, Spirit, love lives, allowing it to be transformed and breathing out love and peace, calm, connection to the whole world. As we do this, the taking and the sending, we let down our defenses. We are no longer living in an isolated, selfish worldview where we're worried only about ourselves. We develop compassion and we feel our connection with our brothers and sisters and sentient beings around the globe. We feel the connection for the earth herself. So perhaps in our next breath, we can breathe in the black smoke, representing all of the damage we've done to the environment, breathing in the pain of Mother Earth, taking it into that cave, that transformative place where the divine lives in the center of our hearts, and breathing back life, clarity, love, wholeness. This is a beautiful practice. I am so grateful to our Buddhist friends, brothers and sisters in spirit. And I encourage us all to use this if we see fit, to build our compassion, to build our connection with that divine presence always living right within, to build that higher perspective above the clouds of what's going on right now, realizing as we choose our attitude, as we choose our vision, as we choose the people we want to become and be when this pandemic ends, as we choose the vision of the world we want to see, the vision of a clean earth we want to see, the vision of way we treat each other and the way we treat ourselves. As we forgive and we're gentle and compassionate with ourselves, we are able to do the same for all sentient beings. There is power in this, my friends. And so as we move now into a closing prayer, am already in that space where I have recognized a perfect life, a source of all good, a presence and a power that's absolutely everywhere, animating all of life, breathing me, wanting to express uniquely in a precious way as me and as you and as each of us on the planet, as the four-legged, as the winged ones, as those that crawl, as all of Mother Nature, breathing together, being together, creating together, recognizing that presence lives me, animates me, breathes me, that I cannot be separate from the love, the peace, the wholeness, the harmony that it is. And that just as that is the truth for me, it is the truth for each within the sound of my voice, for each around the planet. No matter our faith tradition or not, we are one. We are one. And so trusting that this danger is indeed an opportunity, that we can embrace what is happening, using this time, using each day to set the altitude of our attitude, to stay connected in our mind's eye, in our heart, in an embodied way with the truth of the beauty of the godlings that we are, with the truth of our oneness with each other, with the truth of our power from that open heart, compassionate space to create, to heal, to allow a world to emerge that works for everyone. We are on the brink of something new and powerful and beautiful. And as we allow ourselves both to feel the painful emotions, but to set our course, to set our heading of where we want to go, this whole experience can be transformative, even for those who decide to leave the planet at this moment. For those of us left behind, we are one, we are one, we are one. And so I bless each one of us. I bless all of those suffering in one form or way through this difficult time. I bless our first responders, our hospital workers, our essential workers. I bless each one, whether we're sheltered at home or whether we're working harder than ever to be of service, to heal, to provide. I bless mothers and fathers and children and aunts and uncles and friends. And I bless all of those who agree with us politically and all of us who have a very different view, knowing that in that cave of the heart, each of us is love. And each word, each action of every being is either an expression of love or a cry for love, a cry for healing. Knowing that each of us has that ability to take, to transform, and to give back, to heal. In great gratitude to speak these words, and great gratitude for this opportunity to come together as a global community of healing and wholeness and love and connection. I release this prayer now knowing that it is heard, as all prayers are, that that heart of God hears and responds, and this prayer is answered. And so there's nothing more to do but just to release it, to let God be God in all of its fullness. We say together, and so it is. Amen.